I am Dr. Khokon Kumar Datto. My Christian name is Dr. David Moon. Currently, I am working as assistant professor in the Department of Biochemistry and Molecular Biology in Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman Science and Technology University in Gopalganj, Bangladesh. The topics and title of my discussion is all effective medications against diabetes essentially need the involvement of TXNIP or TBP2 or VDUP1. Guanlan Zhu et al. Published an article in the Journal of Diabetes in April 2012 with the title Preventing Beta Cell Loss and Diabetes with Calcium Channel Blockers. The group reported that calcium channel blockers Verapamil inhibits TXNIP or TBP2 or VDUP1 and enhance the survival and function of beta cells, prevent and even improve diabetes in mice. The group are now conducting human clinical trials with positive results for the patients with diabetes. Lance Thielen et al. Published a report in the Journal of Diabetes in July 2018 with the title Novel Small Molecule TXNIP Inhibitor Protect Against Diabetes. TI 37330 works as an inhibitor of TXNIP or TBP2 or VDUP1, promotes beta cell survival, prevents diabetes, and even improves diabetes in mice. Ting Li et al. Published an article in the Journal of Acta Pharmacologica Sinica in May 2017 with the title W2476 ameliorates beta cell dysfunction and exert therapeutic effects in mouse model of diabetes via modulation of thyroredoxin interacting protein signaling pathway. W2476 dose dependently inhibits TXNIP or TBP2 or VDUP1 in both messenger RNA and protein levels. Metformin is a widely used diabetes medication at present. Metformin downregulates the expression of both messenger RNA and proteins of TXNIP or TBP2 or VDUP1 in the endothelial cells of diabetic patients. TXNIP or TBP2 or VDUP1 expression is upregulated in the presence of high glucose or hyperglycemic conditions seen in diabetic patients. The findings was reported by Jiao Yu Li et al. In the Journal of Molecular Endocrinology in August 2015, and the title was new insight into metformin action, regulation of CHREBP, and FOXO1 activities in endothelial cells. Incretin mimetics or GLP-1 receptor agonists are now used by the diabetic patients worldwide. Some of the approved diabetic medications of this type are exenatide, liraglutide, lixisenatide, albiglutide, dulaglutide, and semaglutide. Oral semaglutide of Novo Nordisk is now known as Rybelsus. Dulaglutide of Eli Lilly is known as Trulicity, is also a GLP-1 receptor agonist. Liraglutide holds 97% homology with the native GLP-1. Liraglutide is marketed in the brand name of Victoza and Saxenda. Shi Jun Hee et al. Published a research article in the Journal of Frontiers in Pharmacology in October 2019 with the title GLP-1 receptor activation abrogates beta cell dysfunction by PKAC alpha mediated dysregulation of thioredoxin interacting protein. We can say that GLP-1 receptor agonist functions in diabetic patients need the involvement of TXNIP or TBP2 or BDEP1 for their efficacy. Dipeptidyl peptidase 4 DPP4 inhibitors are also used as diabetic medications and include sitagliptin, saxagliptin, linagliptin, vildagliptin, and alogliptin. La Shala et al. Published a research article in the Journal of Cardiovascular Pharmacology in January 2017 with the title Effect of vildagliptin compared to sitagliptin on the onset of hyperglycemia-induced metabolic memory in human umbilical vein endothelial cells. They reported that DPP4 inhibitors administration induces a decrease in the transcript of TXNIP or TBP2 or BDEP1 under hyperglycemic condition, which is the major problem in diabetic patients. Sodium glucose cotransporter 2 SGLT2 inhibitors are used in the treatment of type 2 diabetes. SGLT2 inhibitors are also called gliplogens. The known members of the gliplogens are canagliplogens, dapagliplogen, empagliflozin, ertugliflozin, ipragliflozin, luciogliflozin, remogliflozin, etabonate, sotagliflozin, and tofagliflozin. Yang Ho Lee et al. Published an article in the Journal of Diabetes in July 2018 with the title SGLT2 inhibitors suppress NLRP3 inflammasome activity by changes in ketone and insulin in type 2 diabetes and cardiovascular diseases. G2 Saxena et al. Published an article in the Journal of Biological Chemistry in June 2009 with the title Intracellular Shuttling and Mitochondrial Function of Thioredoxin Interacting Protein. Rangbin Zhu et al. Published an article in the Journal of Nature Immunology in August 2010 with the title Thioredoxin Interacting Protein Links Oxidative Stress to Inflammasome Activation. Troy Lane et al. Published an article in the Journal of Frontiers in Physiology in March 2013 with the title TSNP Shuttling Missing Link Between Oxidative Stress and Inflammasome Activation. Mitochondrial translocation of TSNP or TBP2 or VDEP1 plays the key roles behind the elevated oxidative stress and inflammation in pancreas and other organs that get affected in diabetes. Guanlan Zhu et al. Published an article in the Journal of Nature Medicine in September 2013 with the title Thioredoxin Interacting Protein Regulates Insulin Transcription through microRNA 204. M. Schacht et al. Published an article in the Journal of Diabetologia in February 2009 with the title Insulin Counteracts Glucotoxic Effects by Suppressing Thioredoxin Interacting Protein Production in INS1E beta cells and in Samomis obesus pancreatic islets. C.Y. Liu et al. Published an article in the Journal of Endocrinological Investigation in September 2016 with the title Geniposide Accelerates Proteasome Degradation of TSNP to Inhibit Insulin Secretion in the Pancreatic Beta Cells. TSNP or TBP2 or VDUP1 plays important roles to regulate the entry of glucose in the cells in both insulin dependent and independent conditions. Hemang Parikh et al. Published an article in the Journal of PLOS Medicine in May 2007 with the title TXNIP regulates peripheral glucose metabolism in humans. Althea in Wardhart et al. Published a research article in the Journal of Cell Report in June 2017 with the title Phosphorylation of TXNIP by AKT mediates acute influx of glucose in response to insulin. Ethan J. Anderson made commentaries in the Journal of Diabetes in January 2016 with the title Cutting Calories and TXNIP from the Skeletal Muscle to Restore Insulin Sensitivity. Eiji Yoshihara et al. Published a research article in the Journal of Nature Communications in November 2010 with the title Disruption of TBP2 ameliorates insulin sensitivity and secretion without affecting obesity. Regular exercises and walking is usually advised by the physicians in the management of diabetes. Irina et al. Published a research article connecting the beneficial effect of regular exercises and the TXNIP or TBP2 or BDUP1 signaling pathway in the Journal of Oxidative Medicine and Cellular Longevity in January 2018 with the title Long-term exercise protects against cellular stresses in aged mice. Yoga therapy is believed by many people helpful in the management of diabetes. In June 2019, in genomediscovery.org, it was demanded that yoga therapy helps the diabetic patients by upregulating a gene LIN28 and downregulating TXNIP or TBP2 or BDUP1. To tackle diabetes successfully and effectively, we need to encounter the causative elements of diabetes and to find a way to repopulate or regenerate the beta cells in the pancreas. To fight diabetes, the causative elements should be tackled in the first hand. Because if we use some strategy only to regenerate the beta cells as the medication, the patients will reach the similar conditions after some days again. Because the newly generated or supplied beta cells will not be able to survive long in an unfavorable or hostile condition. Anyway, some scientists already succeeded to find ways to regenerate the beta cells in the pancreas of diabetic patients. Junkin Chen et al. Published a research article in the Journal of Federation of American Societies for Experimental Biology, FACEB, in October 2008 with a title Thyroredoxin interacting protein deficiency induces AKT BCL-XL signaling and pancreatic beta cell mass and protects against diabetes. Khokon K. Dutta et al. Published a research article in the Journal of Laboratory Investigation in April 2005 with the title Two Distinct Mechanisms for Loss of Thyroidoxine Binding Protein 2 in Oxidative Stress Induced Renal Carcinogenesis. We for the first time reported the importance of the absence of TXNIP or TBP2 or VDUP1 for the regeneration and proliferation of non-neoplastic or non-cancerous cells in the rat kidney. An interesting and very important finding was reported in the Science Daily in December 2018 based on the work of Dr. Andrew Stewart. Based on the work of Dr. Andrew Stewart and his group of the Icahn School of Medicine at Mount Sinai, USA. They found that inhibition of dual specificity tyrosine related kinase 1A, DYRK1A, and transforming growth factor beta superfamily members, TGF beta SF, together can result 5 to 8% regeneration of beta cells in the pancreas per day. They reported it to be the best result ever achieved by scientists internationally. Summary of the discussions can be like this. TXNIP or TBP2 or VDEP1 plays important role in beta cell death and survival and in regeneration in pancreas. TXNIP or TBP2 or VDEP1 regulates the production of insulin in beta cells of pancreas. TXNIP or TBP2 or VDEP1 regulates the secretion of insulin from beta cells in the pancreas. TXNIP or TBP2 or VDEP1 regulates the uptake of glucose by the muscle cells and other cells of the human body. Diabetic medications both in the developmental stage and available in the world market today seem to be dependent on the involvement of TXNIP or TBP2 or VDEP1 for their efficacy. I would like to wish happy, prosperous, and dignified life for you, everybody. Thank you.